we got today? Hello again, everybody. This is Lance Russell with Dave Brown, and we're ready to go with another big day on Championship Wrestling. Good morning, David.
Good morning. I tell you what, we're going to start off today with a handicap match. We will have Big Bubba and Goliath with Downtown Bruno in their corner in a handicap match. This is going to be another one of those 4 against 2 tag team matches, and that's just the opening match of the day. Later on, Sato and Goto will be in here with Dojo in their corner. They will have interesting pairing I'll tell you about a little bit later on. Then the Rock and Roll RPMs will be here. Mike Davis and Tommy Lane. It'll be Jerry Lawler, Jeff Jarrett, and Billy Patterson to go against in a six-man match, the team of Boy Tony and the Memphis Vice. That should be a very good main event.
Want to mention one other match, too, because live right here today on Championship Wrestling, the Great Kabuki will be in action, and we'll be seeing that. Better take time out right now, because we got too much to mess around. We'll be back in just a moment. Our handicap tag match coming up here in just a moment. That's where you have 2 guys against 4. Sounds like it's uneven, doesn't it? Well, it will be, but only for the 4 guys, because it'll be Big Bubba and Goliath. Oh, we have a new masked man in here.
Hey, you know what this mask's all about? All these people knows what this mask is all about. You better shut your mouth, Lance Russell, before I make you collect on your insurance.
Calm the guy down. Before we get underway, I would like to have everybody take a look at a match that took place in the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee. Just take a look. Jerry Lawler against Big Bubba, hair against hair.
Where's the rest of it? You were there. You seen me beat Lawler. 1, 2, 3. Did I not? In the middle of the ring.
Well, he showed we're down, but there was more to it than that.
What more was there? You need to shut up. Oh, come on. Give me a break. You know I beat him.
In what way was I involved? In what way was I involved? This man, Jerry Lawler, was never defeated in a hair versus hair match in his entire career. This man walks into the Mid-South Coliseum. 1, 2, 3. Puts Jerry Lawler down by himself in the middle of the ring. Eddie Moreland came walking out, put his big nose in our business. He had no business, no right walking to that ring. I didn't see anybody stopping the match when Lawler beamed this guy with a chair. I didn't see anybody stopping that. But hey, whenever I'm up there blowing Lawler's nose, all of a sudden Eddie Moreland comes out and butts in. I don't like it. That's right. The poor guy's thrown over his face.
Yeah, how about what that rag?
Eddie Moreland comes out there. I got Jerry Lawler sitting in the chair. I'm ready to cut his hair, and they stopped me because of Eddie Moreland. He stuck his big nose where it didn't belong.
Because he got involved.
Oh, come on, give me a break.
Hey, give you a break on the
You
thing.
see the film? You see what
restart the match.
Because he won the match? Yeah, it shows the film there. Him beating me. But I don't see nothing else on the thing. Well, let me tell you something, Lance Russell. By the time I finish here, I'm going to pull the hair out of the top of Jerry Lawler's head.
Well, you may have your opportunity, but by now, you're the one wearing the mask.
We're done. Jerry Lawler's going to be a ball-headed geek.
I hear what Downtown Bruno and Big Bubba have to say. You got a handicap tag match coming up in there. And there he is with mask and all, Dave.
Big Bubba, Goliath, and Downtown Bruno climbing into the ring right now. Across the way, there are 4 guys who are going to be going against them in this handicap tag team match. Robert Bryant, Ed Maddox, Jim Jameson, and Mike Murphy. They're all out of Memphis except Robert Bryant, who's out of suburban Bartlett, Tennessee. Total weight 892 pounds, and they're going against a couple of guys who with just the 2 of them weigh almost that much, 821. Starting, it's going to be Goliath. Now, the way this works, Goliath or Big Bubba can be in there, and they will be going against 2 men, no matter which one of them is in there. Jim Jameson just ran into a clothesline. That's Robert Bryant. Slam.
That was Robert Bryant.
Yeah.
Good night.
Goliath, this huge 414-pounder. He picks up Bryant. Power slams him down to the mat. Tag made, and here comes Big Bubba. Listen, I got to tell you, after the haircut, Big Bubba is going to be mad at anybody he sees.
Look at that. He just handled him like he was nothing. He picks those guys up, slams them down, just one right after the other. Now, you're not talking about little men. If you were standing beside either Ed Maddox or Mike Murphy, you'd find out what I'm talking about. And Bubba just tosses them around with no problem. Here comes Goliath slamming with that big forearm.
Ooh, Maddox's head into the top turnbuckle. And Goliath didn't even go back after him. He went after Mike Murphy. Through the rope.
Maddox out on the floor.
Power slam on Mike Murphy. Goliath backs up to the ropes. Here he comes. Splashes him. Look at that. Won't go for the cover. There's no doubt he could have gotten a 3 count out of that. He just leaves Murphy laying there. Here comes Big Bubba. Oh.
Way up in the air, slams down. He's just a mere 407. And poor Mike Murphy, absolutely demolished in the center of the ring. Downtown Bruno holding the ropes for those 2 big galoots. Good night. Major, absolutely structure when you're talking about Big Bubba and Goliath. The winners in what time, Dave?
1 minute, 34 seconds, and they could have done it quicker.
Oh, boy, you got that right. We'll take time out. We still got a bunch to go. Back in just a moment. Evansville, Wednesday night. Good night. I was looking at that card over, and I'll tell you one thing. You're going to see it coming up in the next segment, and you will not believe the New Zealand Death Box match that's coming in there with Jeff Jarrett and Jonathan Boyd. We'll just keep quiet about that right now. You stay tuned, though, and look at that next segment. I'll tell you something else you're not going to believe either. When they get down to that, who's going to throw the towel in? Yeah, that's the way the match is going to end. Jerry Lawler, Big Bubba going. Downtown Bruno will be over there in one corner, and Eddie Marlin will be in Jerry Lawler's corner. It continues until one of the men in the corner throws the towel in. It won't end.
Oh, yeah, pandemonium, baby. Pandemonium, Evansville. You got Eddie Marlin. That's Jerry Lawler's buddy. That's his pal. He's in his hip pocket, baby. And as soon as Lawler starts bleeding and laying there like a geek, then he's going to throw that towel in. There's going to be nothing left of the king, and this is going to be the new king, baby, right here. And I want to tell you something. There is no way Lawler's going to win, because this, Big Bubba, this is the superstar. This is the man. Look at this, man. Solid as a rock, baby.
It's not done here. He's going to have to do it in the ring.
Lance Russell, everybody out there knows why I'm wearing this mask here, especially one Eddie Marlin and one Jerry the King Lawler. Well, it's good to see that you have to buy respect. But anyway, let me tell you something. Since Eddie Marlin respects Jerry Lawler so much and is so worried about him, it shouldn't take long when I start inflicting pain on his body for him to throw that towel in the center of the ring.
Well,
Yeah, baby.
If you haven't been in one of these matches, you may be begging him to throw that towel in there.
Great Lance Russell. Go back to vending peanuts on the corner.
Only reason I got that towel so he can take a shower after the match. He'll get Lawler's blood off his body.
Yeah, baby. Well, it's going to go until one of you throws the towel in. Big Goliath will be there. Plenty of other action. I'll give you the whole card coming up in just a moment. Those two matches alone worth the price of admission. Wednesday night in Evansville, you got to be there. Okay, we've got action coming up with Sato and Goto going against Garmin and Trailer. And before we get to it, we want to have the opportunity to talk to Jonathan Boyd. Jonathan Boyd right now is kind of minus one of his teammates. That's right. Let's get Jonathan. What in the Sam Hill are you bringing out here? What do you got, Jonathan?
What I've got here.
Hey, first let me ask you this. You got any more cousins? Seems you're minus a cousin right now.
You know what? You're really bloody smart, aren't you? You see what happened there. Once again, you bloody Yanks got to us. But I'll tell you something, you stinking bloody Yanks. I'm outsmarting you. And to your question, yes, I got cousins all over the bloody world, and they're just like Rip Morgan. They're like Bigfoot, and you know what Luke's like. But hey, I might have underestimated this bloody Jeff Jarrett. I told you people I would send him away, and I didn't do it. And I'm out here eating my bloody words, and I don't like it, because generally my words are a staple diet. But I might be wrong. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Maybe Jeff Jarrett is a man, and maybe he's not. You understand what I'm trying to say? He has signed a New Zealand death box match where we're going to put this box in the center of the ring, and the winner is the one that can beat the living daylights out the other one, put him in the death box, and shut it. You understand that? Now, he has agreed to the match, but I have the contract here, and there's no bloody name on it yet. I just want him to be a man and come out here right now, because I know he's back there laying somewhere, and come out and sign this New Zealand death box match. Just so I'll know that he's going to turn up and do it, and that Eddie Marlin and his daddy and King Lawler will not talk him out of it, will not protect him. I don't care. I want to see it in writing, because this is the worst type of match there ever is. You don't bloody realize. If you're a man, Jeff Jarrett, come out here and sign this, but maybe you're not a man. Has Eddie Marlin told you not to do it? I think he bloody has. You know what? I'm sick of you people sitting on the bloody street rails all the time. We're the greatest wrestlers in the world, and I'm the greatest. Well, look what we got here. Look what we got here.
I've agreed to the match.
You've agreed to the match.
I've got for many of your challenges. How about
Do you see your name here?
Of your challenges.
Do you see your name here?
No, I'll sign it.
You sign it?
Hey, you explain one more time about this match.
All right. This is as simple as this. We get in, put this in the center of the ring, we get in there, and we beat one another after death. If you're a man, you can do it to me, but I know you can't.
The winner of the match is the one who gets the other one in the box.
In the box and shuts that lid.
Why do you have to use a coffin? This is some New Zealand thing that I never heard of before in my life.
It's going to be a coffin to him, but it's a New Zealand death box to me. There, you've signed it, right?
Signed.
Is his name on it? Is his name on it?
His name is on it.
Now, Eddie Marlin or his daddy can't get him out this, can he?
He's not. He already agreed to the match, Jonathan.
Challenges, and I'm not going to.
Did you read this? Hey, come back here. Come here. Come here. Come here.
I'm not backing down. I've read it.
You read it? Have you read all the conditions? Has he read all the conditions?
He signed the thing. Jonathan, will you quit wasting our time here and going on?
To you. Maybe you're a man and maybe you're not. But this is what we're going to do, because you know what? You're not going to be in there alone. You're going to be in there.
that thing out of here. Get that thing out of here, Eddie. That's not going to take place.
He signed it.
He's crazy.
He signed
You
it.
did not say anything about a snake being
He
in the
signed
You
it.
said it was a
You should read what I write. It's in writing. You don't read the fine print.
Jonathan, you're crazy. Will you get you and your snake out of here? You didn't say the thing.
Eddie Marlin, you can't protect your bloody grandson now. Because that is not a boa. That's a Burmese python, and it bites. It bites.
Hey, Jonathan, get your damn snake out of here and just go on. Take it out. Get that thing out of here. Get him out of here. Eddie, let's get this crazy fool out of here. Get that thing out of here. I am telling you. Man, Dave, I thought we'd seen him all. He is out of his mind.
All right, we're about ready to go with this next match here.
Man, I'm not.
At least they got the snake out of here, and boy, too. Akio Sato, Tarzan Goto going against Jerry Garman and Benny Traylor. That's Tarzan Goto in there now, and Benny Traylor. Tojo Yamamoto in the Japanese corner over here. Benny Traylor thrown out of the ring. Akio Sato grabs him down on the floor, rolls him back under the rope and into the ring, where Tarzan Goto goes back to work on him.
Oh, man, this heart is still right up in my ears.
Traylor makes the tag, and here comes Jerry Garman. Garman puts Akio Sato into the rope, down to the mat. Crowd yelling at Tojo Yamamoto. Knee to the midsection by Akio Sato. He leaves it for Tarzan Goto.
I can't get my mind on this match I'm thinking about. I mean, that is absolutely diabolical. If anything ever gave you an incentive to fight when you got in a match like that, to know that if you get beat, you're going to get stuck down in that box with that snake. And please, don't the snake lovers start hollering about it. I just don't happen to have any kindly feelings to... I don't know him that well, let's put it that way, and don't want to get to him.
Especially one that big.
Oh, man, oh, man.
Benny Traylor rammed into the boot of Akio Sato. Now Sato through the ropes, climbs the ropes. He drops down right on his head. Benny Traylor in trouble.
Sato and Goto. Tojo Yamamoto's International Tag Team Championship crew. Tag on Goto. Ooh, boy, he speared him right in the middle of the breastbone.
Tag made. Sato comes back in.
Sato digging away. Now, you know, here's a guy who doesn't have to do that. Sato, there's no question, he is a top wrestler anywhere in the world. And resorts to that kind of stuff is just no excuse.
He's really choking him there for a minute. Finally got that broken up.
Vinny Trailer needs to get to that corner. Tojo over there swinging that kendo stick at Jerry Garman till the referee runs around and tells him, go back and sit down.
Everybody in the ring. Jerry Garman puts Goto into the rope, cuts his feet out from under him as he came off of there. Meanwhile, Sato and Benny Trailer going at it, and Sato getting the best of it. Sato. Ooh. Dropped him on the back of his head. There's a cover. 1, 2. That's all. 3 minutes, 54 seconds to time. The Japanese team with Tojo Yamamoto in their corner getting the victory once again.
Sato and Goto as dominant as we figured they would be in there. We're going to take time out, get our heart restarted, and we'll be back here with more of championship wrestling action in just a moment. Hi, a quick 60 seconds. Did you see anything like that doggone snake that Jonathan Boyd and Jeff Jarrett are going to be battling around come that New Zealand Death Box match? Let me tell you first, Thursday, December the 11th, Fern Creek, Kentucky at the Fern Creek High School. It's going to be a dandy in there, sponsored by the Fern Creek Marching Tiger Pride. Also on Thursday, December the 18th, Cloversport, Kentucky at the Sports Center. Great championship wrestling action coming there. Thursday the 11th at Fern Creek, the 18th at Cloversport. Now, Wednesday night, are you ready for this? Opening, Boyd Tony and Goliath will be going against Tracy Smothers and John Paul. Tag elimination match. That means it could be tough on one person, because when the other one's eliminated, they go it by themselves. Tanaka Diamond against Yamamoto and the Great Kabuki. Then Title against Title, Sato and Goto against Jarrett and Travis. Jerry Lawler against Big Bubba with Eddie Marlin in Jerry's corner and Bruno in the other. And then Jeff Jarrett and Jonathan Boyd in that New Zealand Death Box.
All right. In the ring right now, Pat Tanaka, Paul Diamond. Here comes the Great Kabuki with Tony Burton. Tony Burton, the unmasked ninja.
Yeah, I think we ought to call him, he's got a partner, the Great Kabuki. We ought to call him the Great Imposter. Yeah. Pat Tanaka, you know, said all along, he said, this guy is no martial arts wrestler. And Tanaka unmasked him, and there he is, Tony Burton. But with him, guy with a reputation and a name like you can't believe, the Great Kabuki. Tojo, hey, I don't want any trouble.
I don't want to sit down, buddy. Get out of here.
Will you just let us get this?
We're underway. Tojo over here at the table instead of at ringside where he should be here.
Just get out of here.
Fine, that's all right.
I want to tell you something, boy. You understand?
Get the stick away from me, will you?
Well, come here. I don't want to sit down by you. Come here.
Stick there. You got a match. You ought to be down there ringside looking after your team.
I'll tell you what. That no-good son of a gun, thinking dying, you think he humiliated me. You understand? But no. Don't threaten me and everything, but he never humiliated me. He never gave me satisfaction. You understand? He never did hurt me. You understand? But I tell you what, that Diamond, that no-good son of a gun, going to get paid back all for this. You understand? Japanese, like I told you before, we don't forget. Japanese people don't forget. You understand?
Yeah, I know something else, too. You got a match coming up in the future where you're going to be in there with
I don't care for that, but right now, I tell you what, Paul Diamond is going to get paid for everything what he done for me. He did not humiliate me, but I tell you, he's going to get his payback time, the Japanese payback time. You understand?
Yeah, I hear you, Tojo. I also happened to see you when you, we've got a tape on you with that tar and feather all over you. You talk about not being humiliated. You look like an Oriental Big Bird the way Paul Diamond took care of him. Ooh, look at that Kabuki. And let me tell you, this Tanaka is as fast as there is. And Kabuki still nailed him.
Kabuki grabs him right around the throat coming off the rope there. Looks like he's got a sleeper on him. Pat Tanaka.
Kabuki putting the big sleeper on Pat Tanaka.
Tanaka not able to respond at all there. Up. Held a hand up. Kabuki still trying to put him to sleep, but he must have lost the pressure point there because Pat able to come back. He definitely lost it there. There's a kick by Kabuki. I thought this one was just about over here. It looked like he had a good sleeper hole on Pat Tanaka.
Boy, he caught him with a round kick and flattened him right on his back. Now Burton is holding him in the corner, and the referee breaks that up. Kabuki continues chopping away on Pat Tanaka. Once again, Dave, he's going in after that sleeper.
He almost had it a couple of minutes ago. Trying it again. Go, Pat, go, the crowd says. Tanaka breaks out of it. 3.5 minutes gone in this one. Been a battle all the way so far. Here's Tony Burton back in. Oh. Vicious upper arm by Burton. Tanaka down for the count of 2, but he kicks out of it at the 2 count. Burton right back to work on him. There's a tag. Burton with a body slam on Tanaka. He leaves him there for the great Kabuki.
Kabuki resorts to grabbing the eyes as Tanaka was getting to him. Big chop. There goes Paul Diamond.
Diamond in with a right hand flying. Backs Kabuki onto the rope. Oh, what a flip he puts on him out here.
That's got to be the end of it.
Sato and Goto.
It's going to be a disqualification. What's Yamamoto? Hey! Tojo! Oh, yeah. Get him when 2 other guys are holding him down there, Tojo. You couldn't do it by yourself. You got to get 2 other guys to hold him. And they poured it all over and slapped the feathers to Paul Diamond while Pat Tanaka was being held by Goto and Burton. And Kabuki out with those... They took the opportunity, and had the big men, took 2 of them to hold him while Tojo did it to Paul Diamond.
Tojo, you had better find a good way to finish me off, brother. As long as there's a breath of air in this body, as long as this heart keeps on beating, I'm going to keep on coming and coming until I finish what you started weeks ago.
No, I can't blame him one bit. Good night. Feathers everywhere. All over Paul. It's got to be a disqualification. That's what he said, I'm sure.
Absolutely. So Diamond and Pat Tanaka are going to win it by DQ.
Okay, crazy day. Timeout. We'll be back in a moment. to take the opportunity right now, first, before we bring the Rock and Roll RPM out, to run a videotape that is some kind of a dandy that brings back some excellent memories of a couple of guys we all have got a lot of respect for. Stan Lane and Steve Kern, the fabulous one. Okay, well, we'll just kill a little time till it does get ready, because we'd like to just go ahead and run it right now if we can. We've got more action coming up we'll be seeing. Okay, let's take a look at it.
Of two geeks that ain't even around. We're the original rock and roll, and I want you and everybody else out here to know it.
Hey, wait a minute now. I didn't want to bring this up on television. I did a little calling around. You guys and I was kind of interested, because not that I've seen them all, but I was interested when you said that Mike Davis and Tommy Lane were the original rock and roll.
That's exactly right.
I did a little calling around.
Who'd you call, Lance Russell?
I called a couple of the territories, and you were not in existence when the fabulous ones.
Well, let me tell you something. I don't know who you talk to, but you're full of bull. These two idiots, the Fabs, got a magazine. They pull out, they see a picture of me and Tommy. They say, hey, we're nothing but a couple of geeks. Why don't we bleach our hair blonde? Why don't we grow some beards? And if it worked for them, it'll work for us. Who the devil are the Fabs anyway? We're the original, we're the only rock and roll.
Hey, it's no big deal. You guys
yes,
got a
it is a big deal. Because we don't like nobody saying we copied anybody, because we're the original.
I don't want to get out here and get in a big argument about that. You've got a match coming up there. Let's just leave it at that. You've got the Black Demon.
Why don't you stay off the telephone? What?
I've been sitting back here, and I've been listening to what you said about the Fabs. Let me tell you something, guys. I was trained by the Fabulous Ones, and I know them well enough to know that they don't have to sit down and look at no magazine to copy you guys.
He knows when they got
exactly
started.
Right. I know when they got started. All these people know when they got started. Jackie Fargo started the Fabulous Ones.
Oh, Jackie Fargo.
And as far as wrestling ability goes, you guys don't hold a candle to them.
Well, let me tell you something, Mr. Big Shot Tracy Smothers, Mr. Young Superstar. We got a message for the Fabs, and since you're such a good friend of them, why don't you take it to them?
killing Tracy in a ring. Murphy, Randy Bryant.
There's a message for the fans, baby.
You jump on two of you, jump on.
We're the only ones. Rock and roll is here to stay, and the RPMs are here today. And you want to live till you're more RPMs.
You can holler all you want to. I know what I found out about you. Getting Tracy up in there and... Oh, man, what a crazy day we got going here today. We're going to take time out, Dave. I assume we're not going to have the match.
I guess that match won't occur, yeah.
Scratch that.
All right.
That's good enough as far as I'm concerned. We'll take time out. We'll be back. We've still got that big six-man tag match coming, and we'll be to that before long. Evansville, Wednesday night. Brother, what a night that's going to be, too. I mean, we got some outstanding matches, including that title against title with Sato and Goto defending the international title against the Southern title with Jeff and Billy. You're going to be seeing a throw-in-the-towel match. And this is one of those little dandies where you got the guys outside have more to do with it, really, than the fellas on the inside in terms of the termination of the match. And there's that New Zealand death box match. Can you believe that with Boyd and Jarrett? I want to get Jerry in here now and Eddie Marlin, too, because in this throw-in-the-towel thing, I may have exaggerated. But regardless of what's happening in there, it doesn't end till either Eddie Marlin or Downtown Bruno throws the towel in.
That's right, Lance. You know, I don't know if it's been explained up until now, but these guys are awfully upset over a match that was held in Memphis, Tennessee. We both had our hair at stake in this match, and some of the things they say are true. He did pin me first, but as you know, and as Eddie Marlin knew, Eddie came down to ringside, and this Downtown Bruno, when he was on the outside, and I didn't have anybody in my corner, Bruno put some cloth with some ether or some, I don't know what it was, but anyway, man, I was out for about 4 or 5 minutes, and that's when he got the 3 count. Well, Eddie Marlin came down, and like you said, even though there was no disqualification, that was no disqualification no matter what I did or no matter what Big Bubba did. But it didn't pertain to what somebody on the outside did, and that's why he restarted the match, and I was able to bust his brains out with that chair and get the win. Now, he's upset, and he thinks that Eddie Marlin's protecting me. Well, it's no way, because I can guarantee you, I have assured Eddie Marlin that I don't want him to throw in the towel no matter what, and you've promised me, right?
That's right.
That he's not going to throw in the towel. So what it's going to boil down to, Big Bubba, we're going to see if you can back up all of this big talk that you've been putting out, because I don't think you can do it. And when I get you in that ring in Evansville, Indiana, I'm going to show you why they call me the king, and I'm going to beat you so bad that that little wimp Bruno is going to have to throw in the towel and call it quits for you Wednesday night.
Boy, Tony throws that soap out into the crowd, and the crowd throws it right back at him. Here come their opponents. Boy, look at that team, will you? Billy Travis, there's Jeff Jarrett, and of course the King, Jerry Lawler, stepping up across the way to go against Boy Tony and the Memphis Vice, Lou Winston and Jerry Bryant. 6-man tag team match goes to the expiration of time.
Delighted to say we have got a little time for this match. A lot of times, due to some loud mouths, we get hammered down to time where we don't have much time, but we got a pretty good amount of time today. Everybody's unpeeling. Boy Tony finally takes him 5 minutes to get all of his.
Yeah, that's true. Good thing he doesn't take off his makeup. We'd be here for a week, huh? Jerry
Bryant will be starting on this side of the ring, Dave. And on the other other side, Billy Travis. All right, what a dandy starting pair with Travis and Bryant. Expiration of time, 6-man tag match. Lawler, Jarrett, Travis against the Memphis Vice, Winston and their third man, Boy Tony.
Boy, Bryant really ran into a powerful drop kick put on him by Jeff Jarrett. Jeez, he got hit in the eye. He's over and makes the tag on Lou Winston. Lou Winston talks more than any professional wrestler in the world.
This guy, he ought to some way copyright shut up, because he says it like nobody I've ever heard before. Lou, with that big mouth of his, he can really rattle it down. We've both agreed, though, that the Memphis Vice have come on in the last year substantially. They are looking very, very good together. Bryant, a very cocky but capable and fast. Boy, he is fast. Lou is in there with a pretty fast one himself. Jeff Jarrett, incredible. In his first year of professional wrestling, and he is unbelievable.
Boy, Tony put down on the mat. Jeff Jarrett used the wrist lock, and he just forced him down to the mat. The way he had that arm bent, Tony had to go to the mat or got his arm broken.
I was talking to Jeff, Dave, about a week ago before one of the matches, and we were talking about weight, and I said, you look like you're putting on some weight, and Jeff said, yeah, but boy, it is slow. he said, I keep working out, eat everything that's in sight, but I'm still having problems getting it on. And we were also at the same time talking with King Cobra. By the way, bad break. You remember when Winston jumped Cobra? Cobra broke his leg when they hit the floor when Lou came down on top of him.
Absolutely. The small bone in his leg, as I understand it, snapped
right.
when he hit the concrete floor there.
When you got 250 pounds of Lou Winston on top of you, that doesn't help the situation any. But Cobra, we were talking about, I said, when Cobra started, he couldn't have been any more than about 180, 82 or 3.
Oh, at the most,
Actually, Cobra told us he was 167 pounds when he started. And boy, look what he built himself into, and that was kind of encouraging to Jeff to see what a big body King Cobra has now. Boy, you let him beef up a little bit, and he is going to be some kind of terror. Look at Lawler.
Ooh, he said. Boy, Tony, not happy at all.
I'm sorry, he's still Tony Falk to me,
sure
particularly in a situation just like this.
Yeah, that was a definite Tony Falk move.
That was a Tony Falk move right there.
We're 3.5 minutes into the action here. Expiration of time match. We're in the first fall right now. Jerry Lawler, the King, facing Boy Tony, and yelling at the crowd outside in Boy Tony's corner, Jerry Bryant and Lou Winston, the Memphis Vice. Billy Travis and Jeff Jarrett over in the corner with the King. Billy out of Lexington, Kentucky. Moved there about a year ago, I guess now. He said, be sure and say hello to my mom. Billy sends his best.
Tony, Billy, when he first came in here, Hamden, Connecticut was his home.
Yeah, right. That's where
Yeah, and as you said, about a year ago, he moved to Lexington, Kentucky, and he's very proud of Lexington, too. His mama's lived there. Hi, Mom!
There's the King trying to get the crowd behind him. They are already. Jerry Bryant out there saying, oh, look at the crowd here. He's insulting some of the people who are in attendance here today. Lawler, backed into the corner. Lou Winston holds him up. Lawler moves out of the way, and Bryant and Lou Winston run together and out of the ring, down on the floor. And Boy Tony, a little disgusted, I think, with the situation. Not that he hasn't been in a very similar situation a bunch of times in his career.
Now Big Lou's getting that mouth of his tuned up.
Yeah. Big Lou was going to just step in there without benefit. I guess they were going to call that collision a tag. Now they technically make it legal. And here comes Lou Winston in, officially into the match. Big Lou against the King. Wow, right fist. Be careful, Lou. You're about to make him mad, let me tell you. You hit the King with a fist 3 or 4 times. He's going to come after you. There's 3 right there. Winston again with that right fist. Grabs Lawler, whips him into the rope. Lawler clotheslines it coming out of there, over to the corner, and gets the tag on Billy Travis. Whoa! Billy Travis really unloaded on Lou Winston. Upper arm. There's a cover. 1. A count of 1 is all he can get. Lou Winston able to kick out of it. We're about 6 minutes, 15 seconds into the action. A cover by Jeff Jarrett. Referee barely got the count started before Lou Winston was able to break it. There's a tag. Jeff Jarrett using the right hand. Boy, Tony taking it on the chin here. The clothesline. Down to the mat goes Tony. There's a cover. Count is 1. Count of 1 is all he can get.
Our time running down here on our expiration of time match.
That is for the lower leg. Cover 1. And a 1 count again is all he gets before Boy Tony is able to break out of it. Here comes the King after a tag. He grabs Boy Tony with a right fist. He puts him right down to the mat. There's a little payback from where Lou Winston got the King a little bit earlier. His partner's suffering for it right now. A drop kick puts him down to the mat. There's a cover 1. But interference by Lou Winston from outside. Time becoming a definite factor here. We're running short. King working on Boy Tony. Look out. Here comes Goliath from outside. And downtown Bruno and Big Bubba. Disqualification has just occurred. Yeah, Lawler and...
Look at Jerry Bryant telling him to get out of there. You remember when he was up
right.
here?
That's right. Memphis Vice.
Whoa, he hit Big Bubba. Lou got him.
This interference has just cost the Memphis Vice a match. It's happened 2 or 3 times recently, and they have made it known they're not happy about it, no matter who comes into the ring. They're after Goliath and Big Bubba, along with Billy Travis, Jerry Lawler, and Jeff Jarrett. Now they turn on their former partner, Boy Tony.
Jerry Bryant, Big Lou. Suddenly become allies.
They're taking the mask off.
Yeah, they get the mask off of Big Bubba. There he is. There he is. Disqualification win. We're going to have to get out of here, and we'll be back in just a moment. Right now, for those people who didn't get here early enough, I want them to show what we've had to put up with in the studio right here. A little earlier today. Yeah, just part of it. That's true. A little earlier today. You see that? That is a giant. That sucker's got to be 8 feet long, Dave.
Yeah, that's about right.
Jonathan Boyd pulled him out of what is called a New England death box. I'd never seen the match or even heard of it before, but you might believe a maniac like that. Now, that's that snake still laying right here on this desk. Yeah. You notice that there wasn't anybody standing around to check it out and saying, where's your ticket or anything. No. Oh, boy, I got to tell you, that match he's got scheduled with Jeff Jarrett coming up in the future where the loser gets put in that box with that crazy snake. Oh, Dave.
Hey, we're out of time.
We are out of time.
And thank goodness, I think.
Hey, really, I got to tell you, we'll be back next week. And we hope maybe you will, too. For Dave Brown, Lance Russell saying bye-bye, everybody.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station.